The man who built a basketball dynasty at UConn be about to take another coaching job with a former rival. Hi, everybody. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Darren Kramer.
I'm Ann Nyberg. ESPN says it has several sources saying former UConn coach Jim Calhoun is very interested in becoming the head coach at Boston College. Calhoun was asked about it today, and he said he hasn't talked to another school and isn't looking for a new job, but never say never.
And that has basketball fans buzzing in this state tonight. News 8's Bob Wilson live in Hartford with what they have to say about the possibility of Calhoun coming back to the court. Bob?
Yeah, you know what they're talking about around the water cooler, Facebook, Twitter. When you hear him say never, say never, I mean, that opens up a whole can of worms. Is that coach tired of retiring?
Shocked, like absolutely shocked. I mean, he was just down at the the tournament game last night. He was there with his son watching the game, and then,
Rumors of resurrection. Coach Calhoun has been seen sitting, cheering for the UConn Huskies as they battle their way through March Madness. But is it madness to think that the man who put the Huskies on the map is interested in stepping from the stands back to the bench for rival Boston College?
It's shocking because he said all these bad things about BC and how we'll never play them again. But look, you know what? If it brings BC and UConn back together and maybe it brings UConn into a league that matters, I'll take it.
We went to Coach Calhoun's old bar, which he retired and sold. It's been renamed the Black Bear Saloon, and people inside started talking when rumors of Calhoun showed up on ESPN.
Very, very surprised. I thought he was done. I thought he was retired.
As a rivalry school, yeah, I mean, that's a tough thing to really accept. But, he's got a coach, and I think it's in his blood.
But can the man who retired for health reasons, beating cancer 3 times, make a return to the pressure cooker of coaching?
They would be taking a gamble. It would be maybe a limited time that he would be with them. It wouldn't be for a long run, but if he gets in there for a couple years and makes a difference, that might be all they need.
No matter what fans thought about his health or rumors of a return, they remember him for taking UConn out of the cow fields at Stores.
He came into UConn where no one ever went to the games. They were playing an old field house. They won 3 national championships. I mean, he's one of the greatest coaches in the history of college basketball.
And you know what? We heard that a lot tonight. The greatest coach in the history of college basketball. And you may call BC a formal rival. There's still a lot of animosity towards BC, so we'll just have to wait and see how this all plays out. I'm Bob Wilson, reporting live in Hartford, News 8.
So, is there anything to this?
Well, let's go to the guy here. Sports teammates Noah Fins is here with a little perspective on this. Noah?
Well, here's what we know, that there hasn't been, here's what I say we should know.
Okay.
Because who knows, right? But there hasn't been any formal offer. There are no accepted jobs. So right now he's just, keeping his consulting job with UConn. Can it happen? Certainly it could happen. Right. I mean, you got to think about it. When he left UConn, he had some health concerns. And that's probably why he stopped coaching. Here's a guy who loves coaching basketball. Basketball has been his life. He's healthy now. Jim Boeheim, the head coach at Syracuse, said earlier today, hey, if BC wants to win, they should hire this guy. He's never been healthier. And one of his former players, UConn player Ryan Boatwright, said he could see it in his eyes, that desire to get back on the court. So could it happen? Yeah. A lot of people are reckoning back to just a couple weeks ago. He watched Larry Brown, a coach in his 70s, win with SMU, and he said, boy, I'm jealous of seeing him do that, and I'd never say never of getting back into the job. So then the BC job opens. He's a Boston guy, as Calhoun. It would be a good fit, even though there have been some words between Boston College and Jim Calhoun. So maybe this will happen. I think at this point it's conjecture. I don't think there's much more to it than, hey, the pieces fit. But whether it happens, time will tell.
I saw him this summer at a fundraiser, and he was doing some traveling, went to Israel and did, some fundraising stuff. But you know what? He still got it. And I wouldn't be surprised if he is going to entertain this, but who knows what's going to happen.
I think he likes entertaining it. My guess, and it's simply a guess, is it won't happen.
We'll see.
All
right,
we'll
thanks.
Watch. All right, Noah, thanks. We're going to have more on this coming up tonight on our Sports Edge show that's over on WTNH at 11:15. What do you think about all this? We want to hear from you. Should the coach come back? Should he not? What do you think? Call the number 203-212-WTNH, and we'll air some of your messages weeknights during our 5:30 p.m. newscast.